What's up, everyone? Trent here.
Long Julia.
And welcome back to the channel, and we're here with the 5th episode of the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5.
Yes.
After last week's episode where we saw the history of Fennec and Boba leading up to the time that we saw them in the Mandalorian, him rescuing her, taking her to the mob parlor, and then the awesome Chrysanthemum fight.
Yes, that was brilliant.
Leading up to the meeting of the rulers of Mos Espa.
And the proof of the Rancor.
The Rancor
Yes.
coming up through the grate, and then the final scene leading into the credits.
Brilliant.
Mando. The hint of Din Djarin coming. I can't wait for this episode. Let's check it out. That's Mando! That's Mando! Yes! Off the bat!
Shiny boy.
I love that Beskar spear.
That is an intimidating freaking spear.
Right. He's just intimidating.
Yes, that too.
Look at the size of those carcasses.
I'm here for Kababayas.
What makes you think he's here?
Ah, crap.
He owes someone important money.
Who?
That's not my business. I'm here to bring him in.
Well, if I see him, I'll let him know.
Wrong move.
Mm-hmm.
I see him right now.
Well, crap.
That's not me. That doesn't even look like me.
I can bring you in warm,
Or
or I
cold.
can bring you in cold.
Cold.
Yep.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh!
Oh, I forgot he had the Darksaber. Oh, look at go! Straight through!
Oh, he got himself.
Oh, that's gonna go through the guy's head.
And body.
I love how he knows that he's protected by the Beskar, so he just...
Yeah.
He's taking him in cold.
Oh my god, he's carrying that.
Oh, he got his head! Part.
Your boss is dead. I'm here to collect on his bounty. I have no trouble with any of you. There's a pile of New Republic credits in there that I have no right to. If you do me the honor of letting me pass, you all can help yourselves to whatever you think you deserve from your former employer.
Yep.
Yep.
Splits.
Make a path.
Yep. Money!
Yep. Great.
Yep. Overworked, underpaid.
Yep. Oh god, he's leg though.
Mm. Well,
Good
as
way
I,
of covering it with the head as well.
as I said, he throws himself head first into it because he's got the Beskar.
Yeah.
Return of the Mando! Ah. Yeah, he throws himself head first into the fight, so he's used to putting his body on the line. That is very interesting. Kind of reminds me of Cowboy Bebop.
What an interesting setup for a city.
Mm. Look down.
Elevator music.
Yep. What you got in the bag?
Don't make eye contact.
That's how it is in elevators, though. You just You gotta stand in silence.
Especially in like
A dodgy
a
place.
dodgy place or hotels.
Yeah.
You can keep your reward. There's a bounty on this Platonian. If you won't give me the information, someone else will. I'd put that on ice if I were you.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Clever. Oh.
Ooh. Can you fit with your
Yeah,
spear?
get with duck. She survived.
Tend to him.
So this is where they've moved to.
I didn't know if I would ever see you again.
Thank you for saving me on Nirvana. I am sorry for your sacrifice.
There are 3 of us now.
Oh wow.
What do you know of this blade?
I am told it is the Dark Saber.
Indeed. Do you understand its significance?
Whoever wields it can lead all of Mandalore.
If it is won by creed in battle, it is said one warrior will defeat 20 and the multitudes will fall before it. If, however, it is not won in combat and falls into the hands of the undeserving, it will be a curse unto the nation. It was forged over 1,000 years ago by the Mandalore Tar Vizsla. He was both Mandalorian and Jedi.
I have met Jedi.
And you have completed your quest.
I have.
Then you may join our covert as we rebuild.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Oh no.
Oh,
Bo-Katan Kryze was born of a mighty house, but they lost sight of the way. Her rule ended in tragedy. They lost their way, and we lost our world.
Some good expansion of the
Had our
Clone Wars.
sect not been cloistered on the moon of Concordia, we would have not survived the Great Purge.
Oh, we're finally seeing the Purge.
Born of Mandalore strayed away from the path. Eventually, the Imperial interlopers destroyed all that we knew and loved in the Night of 1,000 Tears.
Oh, damn. Jeez, the TIE bombers did a number. Cool. Very Terminator-ish.
Only those that walked the way escaped the curse prophesied in the Creed. Though our numbers were scattered to the winds, our adherence to the way has preserved our legacy for the generations until we may someday return to our homeworld.
It's interesting the different
What shall I
perspectives of
forge?
different Mandos.
Something for a foundling.
This is the way.
This is the way.
For a specific foundling. Grogu.
Oh.
He's no longer in your care. He's with his own kind now.
I want to see him. Make sure he's safe.
I want to see the baby.
What shall I forge for the foundling Grogu?
a little helmet.
I'm just
Please,
picturing him in
please.
armor.
I just want a little helmet.
A knife.
No weapons, only armor.
Training with it, nice.
fighting against the blade.
He's got the jetpack.
It gets heavier with each move.
That is because you are fighting against the blade.
Well, you got to think if it's forged by a Jedi. If it's forged by a Jedi, it'd require something similar to the Force to use it.
Yes.
Your body is strong, but your mind,
Mind is weak.
distracted.
I am focused.
The blade says otherwise.
The blade never lies.
Maybe the dark saber belongs in someone else's hands.
Told you wanted it.
It was forged by my ancestor, founder of House Vizsla.
And now it belongs to me.
Because you won it in combat.
That's right.
Then I will win it.
And now I will win it from you.
Do you agree to this duel, Din Djarin?
I do.
Do I have a choice?
He could say no, but it would be seen as an act of cowardice and further discredit his claim to it.
Kind of a shit time to pick a fight, though. I've
Well-
just been training the entire time.
Well, yes and no. It's a good time as well because he'll realize that there are actual stakes.
Yeah, no jetpacks. That means if you fall, you
die. Yep. There's a little platform. Very little. Oh, that sound!
Oh!
So is it... Okay, do you think this is a trial by him to get him to believe in himself and feel the blade more? Like, he doesn't actually want it? This is a... It needs to be done.
Bit of both because of the, it's forged by my ancestors, but it's also, I think, a
Oh.
prove it. Oh! A prove it. Prove you're worthy
Yeah,
of
prove
it.
you're worthy. Yeah.
Because,
God, those headbutts must hurt. See, platform!
and the idea of whoever wields it's meant to rule Mandalore, so...
Yeah.
Fate has brought this blade back to my clan, and our fate will end yours.
Oh, dear.
Oh!
Well, he's struggling to swing it.
Oh!
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 It is done. Din Djarin, have you ever removed your helmet?
Oh no.
Don't lie.
Have you ever removed your helmet?
Oh, no. I have.
By creed, you must vow.
I have.
Oh, good. I thought he was going to lie.
Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
No!
I beg you for your forgiveness. How can I atone?
According to creed, one may only be redeemed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore.
But the mines have all been destroyed.
This is the way.
Well, I suppose this sets up for season 3. For Mando.
He still has
Yep.
right to the blade.
Yep, still take it. Well, he'd also be conflicted because of all the stuff with Bo-Katan and seeing the others be so
Yes.
freely taking off their
Which
helmets.
is where we may get some interesting insight with Boba as well, if it's either the acceptance or the redemption.
Excuse me, son. You're going to have to remove your weapons.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
I'm sorry, sir. You can't board a commercial flight with your weapons.
Fine.
Don't leave the saber.
No, 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 no. Going through airport security.
Don't leave the dark saber.
Don't.
They don't know what it is.
Don't.
Oh no.
I know everything that's in there.
Why did he
Why
leave them?
did he leave them?
Like, I'm a nervous wreck when I know I don't even have anything important in my luggage that I leave in the hands of other people, let alone important stuff. Aww. He reminds me of my son.
Green.
That's what it is. He's missing Grogu. Oh, what is it? What is it? Open it.
Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it.
Do it.
Oh, it's shaped like
It's shaped like him. Oh, that's cute.
Welcome to Mos Eisley.
Here.
On behalf of all our crew.
Oh no.
Traveling Starliner
It's
travel.
not.
No, it's all there.
It's all there?
It's all there.
Pleasant stay. We hope to see you again very soon.
Were you worried because the droid was glitching as well?
Yep.
Aww. Oh! Aw. Who's the cute little droid from the PlayStation game?
So I can blast it. What an entrance! You good?
Aww.
Good. So, where's your unlikely companion?
I returned him to his own kind.
Why the hell would you do that? I could have made good money off that thing.
Aw.
Over the petting zoo.
Where's the ship?
That's not a pod racer, surely. Oh.
Where's the Razor Crest?
I never said I had a Racer Crest.
It's one of the
I had a replacement
I think
for a
is it
Racer
I think it's
Crest.
the Naboo fighter.
I don't have time for this.
Hang on a second. Do you have any idea what this is? This is an N1 starfighter, handmade for the Royal Guard and commissioned personally by the Queen of Naboo.
Yeah.
Well, you can see I've got all the parts right here. It all has a home.
Typical mechanic.
Used car salesman.
Like a family of soldiers. Let's not disrupt the nest.
Aw.
I'm telling you, Mando, you gotta believe me. This is a classic. Look, at least let me put her together before you decide.
I tell you what, I'll throw the undercoating in for free.
Dated a jowl for a while. They're quite furry. Furry.
Love them.
Lot of issues. Oh, here they are.
If I give them a list of parts, could they get them for me?
They said make a wish list and they'll see what's available.
They are quite furry.
Mostly bolt-on aftermarket.
Look at the
speed
hands.
mods.
Aw. Hello.
It'll also blow the shaft out of my motivator block.
That's why I'm reinforcing your compression housing. And you can access it by using this kinesio switch right here. You hit this button, you're gonna evacuate your exhaust manifold, if you know what I mean.
Oh god. I'm gonna create mods to my car.
Hey, a donkey.
All right.
Wrong. I am a bit surprised they're spending so much time on this episode.
Yeah.
Get it right there. No, closer to me. No, over to the left. Right in the center. You're
Oh,
bending.
No, he's not.
What's happening? Just there you go. How hard was that? Beautiful. Now beat it. I'll
Yeah.
tell you something. Pikes do not mess around. Ever since they've been moving spice to the system, everything's gone to hell. Everyone's afraid of them, and law
So he's
enforcement
the
won't even
tie-in.
go near them.
Well, thanks.
Thanks. What? Are you kidding me? What'd you do that for? You're gonna spoil them. Trying to make me look bad.
Shiny.
Ooh.
And they made it nice and silver for him. I did love these ships in episode 1. Just the overall aesthetic and the shininess.
I'm just picturing Grogu.
Yeah. I like the music, the redo of the theme. Bittersweet.
parroting it.
That's a lot of engine for a little ship.
Well, see what she can do.
Shouldn't we run a diagnostic first?
I can hear her. She's hurrying.
Yeah.
Engaging forward drives.
Okay, it's going. That's a rough start.
Still rough start.
She needs premium, dude.
A little bumpy.
Premium.
You're used to a gunship, but she's a starfighter, so fly her like one.
Oof. Well, there's the speed.
Damn.
Teamwork.
Controls are real savvy.
How's the maneuverability?
You tell me. Point your navigational disposition between the two suns. You'll come up to Beggar's Canyon.
Oh no.
How's the handling?
Tight. She tracks like a rail speeder.
What did I tell you? Razor Crest.
I'm liking the pod racing
See what
homages.
she's got.
Oh yeah, this is the real test, how,
Yeah.
how the atmosphere goes.
Out the window. Wave to him. Ugh.
It's so cool, but you'd be so dizzy. Yep.
Up.
Run your beacon for me, N1.
Was I doing something wrong, officer?
You're not allowed to fly that fast next to a commercial ship.
You're also operating without a beacon.
Hold on a second there, Lieutenant. I think we can let him off with a warning this time. Thank you, officer.
I'll have that taken care of.
One thing before you go.
Yes?
Your voice is mighty familiar. Did you used to fly a Razor Crest?
I think you have the wrong guy, officer.
You mind answering a few questions?
I do.
Oh, by the way, an old friend of yours dropped by, said she was looking for you.
A friend of mine?
Don't worry. I told her I didn't know where you were. Then I locked her out and engaged the hangar security system.
She tell you her name?
Fennec Shan.
I was gonna say it's gonna jump through the roof.
Don't get away from me. You come right back here. It's the third mistake this week. So much perfect.
By any chance, are you looking for work?
That's strut.
I could be.
Pay is good.
What's the bounty?
No bounty. We need muscle.
BOBA FETT.
He sure would appreciate it.
Tell him it's on the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But first, I gotta pay a visit to a little friend.
Oh!
Go, Bryce. Go, Bryce.
I was not expecting an episode like that.
No, very interesting. I
Yeah.
was not expecting a full episode dedicated to Mando. I thought he was just
No.
gonna, what we saw at the very end where Fennec goes and meets him, and I thought it was going to be much more bring him in. But
Yeah.
no, I like that it's tied into where he's been after Mandalorian Season 2. And again, with the crisis of faith with his own creed, and then seeing how Bo-Katan and the other Mandalorians have, are much more free
Yeah.
with their expression of taking the helmet off and not having that. What did Bo-Katan say in Mando 2? They're religious zealots.
Yes,
Is that
zealots, yeah.
Yeah, instead of having that.
It's a nice way as well, instead of having, like, the first couple of episodes of the next season of Mando focusing on what he was doing, where was it? It's actually done quite nicely in one episode.
Yeah.
That then links into this one, and then whatever consequences of his actions now can lead into season 3, which is potentially him searching for the mines.
Yes. Well, it seems like next week we're going to have him going to see Grogu. Unless that's something that they do off camera.
I'm not sure. I want it.
I've got to see my little friend.
I don't want it. Like...
He's got the thing to hand to him.
Yeah, I know he's got the thing to hand to him, but I kind of want that as separate to Book of Boba. But
no, I liked this as a solo Mando tale, The Return of the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal. I love him as Din Djarin. It's just so good. It's a good chapter to see where he's been, and it gets the thing that I like is that it gets us off Tatooine.
Yes.
Where we're introduced to another planet, which is civilization.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved that idea of a constantly moving
ship
or city. That's
ship,
just floated. That's amazing.
A hub.
I like it.
Yeah, a hub. Let's call it a hub. But no, I like that it showed where he's been, and you know the battle between the big flamethrower Mandalorian and him with the challenge of if you can't wield the dark saber, I should be the one. It's from my lineage. I like that a lot. It was good seeing the characters that we'd seen in Mandalorian come back. She's always the mechanic is always good for a laugh with the droids and the banter.
Yes.
And now she's always trying to stiff him for money and you don't need this part. We can get a cheaper, better one. I'm doing this for you. It's just
I'm going to count it just to make sure.
Yeah, just make sure
you're not overpaying
me. I want to be fair. But I liked it overall. It's fun. It was great, especially the opening scene, seeing Mando going through the meat facility, and just being brutal with the Darksaber. Like I'm enjoying that we're getting to see more of the universe,
the expanded universe aspect of it.
And seeing him wield the Darksaber is super cool.
And getting a lot more lore into the Darksaber and the different sides of the history of that as well.
One good thing I enjoyed seeing was the siege. I loved seeing the siege of Mandalore. That was really good. And it was like, again, in every episode there's been one iconic visual image in each one, and like which is
going to make the art book spectacular.
Yeah, but the last few episodes it's been, the Tatooine Sun where Boba Fett's riding a bantha. This one was the Siege of Mandalore, where it's the droids, and it's all the droids in the destruction shooting the Mandalorians. I thought that was a beautifully done scene to capture just how brutal that moment was. But no, I loved the design, loved the city, loved seeing Mando's armor, and we get Grogu again, maybe. Hopefully. With the little present. It's so good, and I'm actually glad that we got to see Fennec as opposed to Boba meeting him.
Yes,
because I think the meeting of
it's a little
Din
bit more
and Boba is going to be more meaningful.
That's definitely a more meaningful moment. I think with the Fennec one, it's a little bit more, hi, not dead.
Well, I think depending how the next few episodes go, when he meets Boba, that can easily give him more perspective on what's happened with him and his creed.
Yes.
Where it's like, they said I'm no longer a Mandalorian by creed, and I need to go to Mandalore, to the waters that are in the caves.
Yeah.
And maybe Boba can give his perspective, even though he was cloned from Jango and hasn't had that experience. Maybe he can give some perspective or enlightenment onto, make him question certain things.
Yeah.
But no, a fun episode.
Good episode.
Good little self-contained episode. In terms of the greater scope of things, could have progressed a bit more, but not complaining. I enjoyed it a lot. It was fun.
Music good, visually spectacular, as always.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. And as always, tell us your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as usual,
keep it nerdy.